Hello everybody, it's Mr. Robbie here doing a quick video. I found this clip on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, and I thought it was interesting. Not surprising, though. Not at all surprising. Well, one thing was surprising a little bit. This is a short clip of Donald Trump claiming to be an honorable person. That was a bit surprising to me that he would say that out loud. But the other thing that he's talking about is not accepting the results of the election. Let's take a look at this right now.
If you lose this election, will it have been legitimate?
If I see that we had a fair and free election, which I hope to be able to say, but if I see that, you will never see anybody more honorable than me. I'm an honorable person.
You didn't accept the results of the last election.
Well, that's right, because there were many problems with the last election. You know it.
Even though all of the legal cases were dropped.
No, they weren't brought because the judges wouldn't take them because they said it was after the election. Well, how else are you going to find out cheating until after the election?
What that jerk just said is absolutely not true. All of the court cases that they brought after the election were thrown out or dismissed somehow because there was no evidence. The judges said, I'm not going to see this because you'll have no evidence. Everything he just said is a total lie.
I think things have been done over the last 4-year period that will make this a free and fair election. And certainly, if for some reason I lose, and I think if I lose, this country will go into a tailspin, the likes of which it's never seen before, the likes of 1929.
So we all know what happened in Georgia 3.5–4 years ago, and all of the shenanigans they pulled or tried to pull to get people off the registration lists, and they're trying to do that again. Lawmakers in Georgia are trying to redo their shenanigans again, like the last time. Here's a clip of some delegates talking about what is happening in Georgia, some Georgia delegates, and what they are doing to stop Republicans in Georgia and make the state blue.
Are you guys Georgia delegates?
Yes, we are.
Do you know that your Republican lieutenant governor is speaking here tonight?
Yes.
You really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you? Come on over. Sir, Jacob Soboroff. We're live on MSNBC. What's your name?
Al Williams from Midway, Georgia.
So what are your thoughts on your lieutenant governor being up on the stage?
Great guy. I served with him. We were on the different sides of several issues. He was in the majority. I was in the minority. But Jeff was always a stand-up guy, and I've been really impressed with his courage. I think a lot about him.
Let's talk about what's going on with your state election board, because there's a lot of concern.
That's a whole new story.
A whole new story. Former President Trump, has praised these commissioners as pit bulls. They made some changes that a lot of folks think, in particular the Harris campaign, we were just talking with them here on MSNBC, Nicole Walls, was that could affect the outcome of the election. Are you guys concerned about potential election interference in Georgia, given how close the margin?
We are. The patients have taken over the asylum.
Taken over the asylum.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's crazy.
What can be done in Georgia to fight back against this? How are you all? I mean, you all have your one vote, but what is to be done in Georgia given the actions that have been taken by the board?
Well, I work in the civic engagement space, and there are organizations that are currently filing lawsuits right now to take this stuff out, because this is, what the state election board's passing is ridiculous. And we're trying to stop this because we know that Georgia is going to help deliver for Vice President Harris, and we know for a fact that they're going to try as hard as they can to prevent Vice President Harris from getting in, but we know we're going to do the work on the ground to get folks out to vote for her.
I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you very much for talking to me. It's really nice to meet you.
I have one more question.
Nicole's got another question for you. Go ahead, Nicole.
Shay Moss and Ruby Freeman became the face of the election workers, the sort of pure public servants who were abused by Trump's lies and his conduct. What is Georgia doing to protect their election workers this time?
Shay Moss and Ruby Freeman are names now, I think, across the country everybody knows for what Donald Trump did to them in the wake of the 2020 election. And there is no bigger fan than election poll workers than me. I spent a lot of time in those polling places on election night. What is being done in the state to protect these workers who not only, many of them volunteer their time and energy to uphold basically our greatest civic responsibility, which is going to the polls?
Unfortunately, it's where you live as to what's being done. In some areas, everybody is happy. In areas that's looking for fairness, you certainly protect your own. And the best thing that can be done is we vote the Republicans out of the majority, vote us in, and change the board back to a realistic board.
And do you think that that's in the realm of possibility?
Absolutely. Democrats will become the majority in Georgia. It is simply a matter of time. We need to get there, get out there, organize, mobilize, ensure people are registering to vote, because all of this is to prevent people, strip people from the voter rolls, keep them from being actually registered voters, because Republicans in Georgia know that the fewer people go out to vote, they win. We need to get people out to vote so Democrats can win, because Georgia is and will be a blue state. Simply a matter of time.
I've heard Stacey Abrams, of course, talk a lot about that. I mean, the power of the vote is the way to fight back against the encroachment on the vote. Well, you guys, thank you very much. Really nice to talk to you.
So thank you all again for watching, and I hope that was informative to you. Please, like and subscribe and share and hit the bell and all of that. Don't forget to register to vote. If you have not registered, do it now. Do it today. Do it this week. But do it, and it'll be great. You'll see. Anyway, you'll see me later.